Good morning.
Good morning.
We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creation. Do you agree?
Yes.
Co-creating at its best. We see you have dragged your physical bodies here. That's helpful. Co-creating at its best because it is a blending of all that you are. The physical you, important, do you agree?
Yes.
The physical you, not all important, do you agree?
Yes.
The non-physical part of you, important, do you agree?
Yes.
The blending of the two, essential for joy. Not essential. You can bang around vibrationally distant from who you really are. But when you deliberately focus yourself into alignment with who you really are, not who you were before you were born, but who you are, that non-physical part of you who has been evolving ever since you've been here in this physical body. That's the part that so many of our physical friends forget. They have forgotten that they are eternal and that there is an eternal expansion that is enhanced so dramatically by their presence here in this physical time-space reality right here. Because you're so good at interpreting your physical time and space through what you see and hear and so forth, it's easy for you to forget your vibrational roots. It's easy for you to forget the source, the soul, the spirit that exists simultaneously. And so most people who you are interacting with are approaching their life experience as physical beings with physical awarenesses, with emotions that would give them the indication of their connection to the non-physical part of them. But they are not interpreting their emotions in a way that really does that for them. So they don't realize that they are physical extensions of Source who can be so far extended that they don't feel the benefit of the connection, or extensions of Source who are so aware of that which they are extending from that they are working consciously every day to focus themselves into alignment. In other words, your Source energy, and you love and feel worthy and know your value as Source energy. But in your physical form, as you bang around with other humans, it's possible that you might have gone to a school when you were really little and you were taught by disconnected adults early in your life that you are inappropriate in some way, that you are not worthy, that you must work hard by scattered standards in order to be who you're supposed to be. And if you are like most of those little people who grew up, you have not yet reclaimed what you were born with, because early on it was sort of coached out of you. If you were like most people when you were born, those adults who greeted you were glad to see you for a while. And they gave you quite a bit of their attention at first. But what they really wanted you to understand, and most of them taught it to you significantly early on, is that they had standards that they expected you to adhere to. And so they gave you feedback to let you know how they thought you were doing as you were guiding your life by their standards to please them. So when you did appropriate things, they smiled and rewarded, and when you did by their estimation, inappropriate things they frowned and punished. But the most significant thing that happened is they trained you. They didn't mean to. It was done to them before. They trained you away from your awareness and your awareness of your relationship, away from your conscious awareness of your own source energy. And so they taught you to replace your natural guidance system that you were born with, which would show you in every moment when your thought deviated from the source within you. In other words, source within you loves. When you find a reason not to love, you have moved away from who you are. But in your physical world, they will tell you that you had good reason not to love that one because that one is inappropriate. Now you argue about by which standards that one is inappropriate. He might be a Democrat, which would make him utterly inappropriate to many. Or he might be a Republican, which would make him utterly inappropriate to many. Sometimes that's just enough to put you really in the wrong camp altogether, where nothing that you could ever say could be of any value to the other one ever, 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 ever. In other words, humans use all of these manifested, realized life experiences, sorting them into piles. These are good piles, these are not good piles. And so most people spend most of their life trying to figure out, first of all, which is the good pile and which is the bad pile, which are the preferred piles and which are the not preferred piles, how many people like that pile, how many people like that pile, what's the most popular pile, should I be part of the popular pile, should I be part of the unpopular pile? Most people are so busy sorting out their piles and trying to decide which pile to be a part of and which pile to vote for and which pile to go to church with and which pile to live in the neighborhood of and which pile, that they have become so pile-oriented that they have lost their awareness of their alignment with Source. And so sometimes they are interacting in a way that they are aligned with Source and they feel wonderful, but often they are interacting in a way that they are not aligned with Source, and then they don't understand what's making the difference. So then they lose their interest in the piles. Well, this pile worked for me for a while, but this pile isn't working for me anymore. We're not, well, we are. We are deliberately painting a little bit of a exaggerated picture because we want you to decide that rather than being like most humans who are sorting piles and not having success at it, that you want to see your world through the eyes of Source, which means you want to be a consistent vibrational match to who you really are. But in order to do that, you first have to accept that there is more to you and to your world than what you can see and hear and smell and taste and touch. You have to accept that this is a vibrational universe and that you are a vibrational being and that you have vibrational senses beyond the vibrational interpretation that you call sight and sound and smell and taste and touch. Your emotions are vibrational interpreters that let you know how this thought to which you are having an emotional response in this moment resonates or doesn't resonate, aligns or doesn't align, allows or resists, hooks you in or holds you apart from who you really are. And in order to understand that, there are a few things that you have to accept. We're just going to lay them out here quickly because we know that you are in the place of understanding it, but it's the perfect basis to begin. First, this is a vibrational universe, which means everything is vibrating. Next, this vibrational universe is managed by the powerful law of attraction, which is a vibrational manager. It's the same law that makes it necessary, if you want to hear what's being broadcast on 98.7 FM, to set your receiver to the same frequency of the tower that's broadcasting it. In other words, you set it on a different frequency, you're not going to hear the connection. And law of attraction is about that. If you've got your frequency set on, I'm a victim, then you cannot be the recipient of things that thriving people live, because victim and thriving are different frequencies. If you are worried about a lot of things, then you cannot receive a smooth running, well-functioning life experience, because worried and success don't go together. In other words, they are very different frequencies. Law of attraction is the law that manages these vibrational frequencies. Next, you have emotions that let you know about these frequencies. But what your emotions tell you is one really simple thing, that once you hear it and get it, then your guidance will be restored to you, and you will no longer be lost among the crowds who are all vying for your attention and for your following them to the pile of their choice. Your emotions are your indicator that let you know whether in this moment you are in alignment with the whole of who you are. Now that leads us to the most important thing, we think, of this gathering, the whole of who you are, because you were source energy before you came into this physical body, but that source energy part of you still remains non-physically focused. And as you are moving about in your physical body, you are expanding. Do you know that? Do you know that when life shows you something that you don't like very much, it causes a corresponding rocket of what you do want to emanate from you? Because in your ability to observe, in your ability to focus your mind on anything, you are a focusing mechanism. And when you focus as a vibrational being, now stay with us just a little bit here, because we haven't said this to you in this way before. When you focus your attention, which is a vibration, on something unwanted, that vibration has a bounce of what you do want. So even though you're focused on what you don't want, the vibration bounced to what you do want. It's just the natural consequence. When you're sick, don't you know you want to be well? That's a sort of rudimentary example of that. When you don't have enough money, don't you know you want more money? So all day, every day, as you are on many levels of your conscious being assimilating life, you're bouncing improvements into what we are calling the vibrational sphere of non-physical. In other words, we're calling it this vortex of creation, which is literally capturing all of those positive bounces as you are moving through life experience. And the source within you, that non-physical part of you who remains non-physically focused even while you're focused here, is receiving every one of those bounces and maintaining the highest frequency of every bounce, no matter how high it bounces. So that means if you're living in an environment like you are today, where there are so many more people playing the game, and the stakes are higher than ever before, and so much is being lived that isn't wanted by so many, bounce, 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 bounce. This vortex is at its all-time receiving of new requests, which means as individuals, you're having to focus more deliberately to stay up with the bounces that you are offering. If you are living a very quiet life, maybe all by yourself, out in the beautiful mountains where hardly anybody comes around, so nobody bothers you, you're not having as much experience, and you're not having as many bounces, and you don't have to work as hard to keep up with your bounce. But if you are involved in life, if you've got a lot of people in and out, if the ideas are flooding through your experience, if you are involved with people, if you are out there going and doing and being and having and interacting and playing and working, you're bouncing, 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 and your vortex is spinning, 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 and your source is higher, 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 and your relationship with that source matters more, more, more. Because the more you ask, the more the source within you becomes, and the more important it is for you to keep up with what you have become, because that's the whole point of your being. Isn't that nice to know?